In May 2023, there were 2,700 restaurants in Shanghai with a per capita consumption of more than $70. But by July 2024, less than half of them were left. In particular, high-end restaurants are also shutting down in mass. One example is number 18 on the Bund, which is regarded as a landmark of high-end dining in Shanghai, with a per capita consumption of $220. Another is the best Sichuan cuisine Minglu Chuan with a per capita consumption of $315. A famous Japanese restaurant, Sushi Shin, at number 27 on the Bund with a per capita consumption of $274, also shut down, along with many others. China's economy has declined sharply, and high-end restaurants in first-tier cities such as Shanghai and Beijing are also closing in large numbers. This is because people in general have cut back on their spending, and the rich are no exception. It is more difficult to make money in high-end restaurants than in mass catering. Today, let's talk about the related issues. According to data from Red Menu, the Chinese restaurant industry website, kyin88.com, in May last year, high-end restaurants in Shanghai accounted for 1.35% of the total number of restaurants, at about 2,700 restaurants. However, by July 2024, this number decreased by more than 1,400, shrinking by more than half. Recently, a man visited a well-known restaurant in a commercial center in Shanghai and saw the place was deserted, with no customers in sight. The staff told him the restaurant had been doing well last year, with people lining up for a table daily and a daily turnover of about 5,500. However, since October 2024 this year, the number of customers has been declining. Now, the daily turnover is only about 700 to 800, which isn't enough to cover their expenses. The owners said the store would close soon, and they will lose all their jobs. It's almost New Year's Eve, and they don't know what to do. What's more, several stores in the area have closed, suggesting that the overall situation is terrible. He doesn't know what's going on. The market has taken a nosedive.
你在这里做了5年吗？
Have you been working here for 5 years? No, I've only been working here for 2 years.
这2年
Business was good for the last 2 years, but suddenly it's not so good anymore. Yes, I used to be so tired and busy, but business has been bad for the past few months and this year.
突然之间没有生意了。
And it's not just your restaurant. Others around you are all the same. Everyone is facing unemployment, and the new year will be a problem.
那这面临着大家都要失业了，那过年的麻烦了。
Well, no more rice bowls. The Baoyan Group, a chain store that has been operating in Shanghai for nearly 20 years, is a diversified group that integrates catering, hotels, family amusement parks, commercial real estate, and so on. It has nearly 30 stores under its banner, spread across Shanghai, Beijing, Jiangsu province, and other places. However, in August 2024, it was said that Baoyan Group had gone bankrupt and is closing down. It was also said that the boss had run away with the money, that he owed 7 months of wages to more than 2,000 employees, and that the client's membership recharge cards were invalid. The other day, my husband told me that he wanted me to cook a seafood meal for the children before they returned to Shanghai and before the school year started. I said at the time that we could go to Baoyan restaurant rather than do the cooking. How could a place as good as Baoyan close down? Today, I came here to check, and Baoyan is indeed closed. Let me show you. This is Baoyan Seafood. It also has a store on Chunshen Road, Baoyan Mall. You can go there and buy seafood and process it yourself, or you can buy the processed food and eat it on the spot. This place used to be a hotel with relatively high prices. The door is closed, and there is already a for rent sign on this side. There are some construction workers here, which means that the store has begun renovations. It could be that the restaurant has split it up and rented them out, and construction is underway here. A consumer posted that when he went to Baoyan number 1 Riverside store to eat, they were told that the boss of Baoyan had disappeared with the money. Now, the place has nothing to do with the Baoyan Group. Therefore, the membership cards can no longer be
现在这个
used.
到底是什么情况啊？看网上说，
Some consumers said, quote, Baoyan number 1 is more suitable for banquets. For the membership card, it was promoted that recharging $1,400 will get you an extra $140. Many people recharged their cards for this bonus. But they didn't expect the sudden closure of the store. They still have 1,000 left on their cards that can't be used. Baoyan was also found to owe wages to more than 2,000 workers. One worker revealed, quote, 4 months of wages are still outstanding. There has been no results since our communication with Baoyan Group chairman Hu Mingbao, and there has been no more information since then, end quote. Sources say that the boss, Hu Mingbao, has already filed for bankruptcy. Hello.
想问一下，
I
这个
would like to
会员
ask,
卡
is the
现在都不能
membership
用是
card
吗？
completely useless now?
15
15% can be used.
就
For
15%
example, if you
是吗？
spend $100 today, you only need to pay $85.
那我里面有
Then I still have
3,000，
almost
那就是
$300
400，
bucks on the
这
card
样差不多
so that you
4,000，
can
那就
refund
是
me
300，
$45 bucks. No, it's based on the amount you
按消费
spend, not the remaining balance on your card.
就卡是完全
Oh,
不
so the
能
card
用。
is completely
就是
useless
说
and
能
I can
打
only
的，
get a 15% discount.
那它
What's the
现在这个到
situation
底是
with
什么情
Baoyan
况？
now?
看网上
I've read things online. The boss ran away, and the employees run the store themselves now.
自己员工在
Oh, this money was for the former owner of Baoyan,
啊，
boss Hu Mingbao. You're using the card to make purchases now, which means we haven't received a single penny, and we're even subsidizing the costs ourselves. The online information is true, that the boss has run away and owes us wages. Some employees are owed thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and so on.
他就说
So you
就
haven't
我
been
们工
paid
资也
either.
都也都没有。
That's right. We're also fighting for our rights. You
那
can
维
fight
权
for
的
your
话
rights.
就
We
到
want
哪
to
里
find the
可以？
boss too. In addition to this store, there are also Tianshan Store, Hongqiao Store, Daning Store, and other stores that have transitioned to, quote, self-management. Among them, Hongqiao Store started to self-manage at the end of May 2024, operating on its own and paying its own wages. In the hearts of many Shanghainese, Baoyan number 1 is definitely considered a legacy brand and is known as an, quote, old head level seafood restaurant. Public information shows that the Baoyan Group was founded in 2000, and in the early days, it mainly operated restaurants, focusing on seafood restaurants. In 2003, Baoyan Group opened its first Baoyan number 1 seafood supermarket in Shanghai, which was a new concept seafood supermarket with a combination of seafood processing, specialty restaurants, and an online app. After the catering business achieved good results, Baoyan Group opened a small amusement park in the mall to attract more customers, which had a significant effect. Subsequently, it gradually developed into a complex that integrates eating, playing, and shopping. The group includes commercial real estate, catering, hotels, family amusement parks, fresh food markets, and other formats. This model was very creative at that time, and it indeed brought solid results and traffic to Baoyan number 1. In 2019, some Chinese media reported that the Baoyan Group's annual revenue had exceeded 200 million. So, the Baoyan Group decided to expand to northern China. In 2019, the group invested 27 million to open a 20,000 square meter flagship store in Beijing known as, quote, Beijing's indoor version of Disney. However, when the pandemic hit in 2020, Baoyan's cash flow quickly ran into problems, and it relied on loans to tide it over. Having overcome the difficulties of that period, Baoyan decided to continue expanding. In 2020, there were about 20 stores. In 2021, the number of directly operated stores reached 37. Now, due to multiple overlapping factors, this long established restaurant, which has been in business for more than 20 years, finally closed. Data shows that as of June 30th, 2024, The number of cancellations and revocations of Chinese catering enterprises reached 1.06 million in half a year, which is close to the number for the whole year of 2023. The decline in the purchasing power of the Chinese led to severe consequences for the catering industry, with fierce price wars breaking out. Even the high end restaurants are introducing poor man's meals. The current profit margins are far from sufficient to maintain normal restaurant operations.
前人也吃不动吗？
Even
上
the
海一
rich
家外
can't
卖餐
afford
厅
to
的
eat
伙
out
计高
anymore.
达1580
Number
元的高
18,
老
the
板菜，
Bund,
外滩
a
18号
high
突
end
然宣
French
布关闭
restaurant
营业
on
了，
the
外滩
Bund,
18号
a
以这部
Shanghai
设备是
landmark
作为
with a
上
high
海
per
高端
capita
餐饮的地
consumption
标。
of
在今年1月的时候，官
$220,
宣裁员
suddenly
近零
announced
三
that
线
it
的
was
厨房，
temporarily
餐厅
closed.
定位为
It
上
has
海一
always been
格档的
regarded
高
as
端
a
法餐，
landmark
并
of
且有
fine
着一
dining
包
in
入家即
Shanghai.
3件套
In
的顶级
January
体验，简直是
2024,
噱头
it
满
was
满。但
officially
实际呢，
announced
才
that
刚
a
过去
three-star
半年啊，
Michelin
就关
chef
门
from
倒闭了，
France
而
would
且
be in
恰恰
charge
选
of
在
the
了社
restaurant.
区的第2个
It
城
was
区，
positioned
也
as a
因此
high-end
让他
French
们接过了一
restaurant
个
with
旺季租
luxury
金。
and
但是
style.
近年，
But
其
just
实
after
近
half
5
a
年来，
year,
类似
it
的高
announced
端
its
精致餐饮
closure
退
on
场
the
率逐
second
渐
day
减
of
弱。
Chinese
外滩沿
Valentine's
岸的
Day.
江景大
It
玻璃
is really
窗到
dedicated
湖
to
边
its
区的
business,
独栋洋
not
楼，近
forgetting to
2000
reap
多
the
的餐厅
last
几
wave
乎
of
接连关
profits
门。
in the
按
peak
照胡
season.
川大数据的口径，
In
在去
fact,
年5
since
月
the
的时
beginning
候，
of
上
this
海人
year,
均客
the
单价在
closure of
500元以
similar
上的
high
餐
end
厅有
fine dining
2700
places
多
has
家。过
become a
去1
common
年的时间，
phenomenon.
现在就
From
连
the
成了
large
接
glass
近300
windows
多家。别
overlooking the
说这
river
是有
along the
钱人
Bund
也吃不
to the
起的，关
Western
键
style
是在
single
追求
houses
高性
in
价比的
Wutong
那一价。
district,
消费者不
restaurants
愿意
with a
在
per
那高
capita
溢价买单了，
consumption
直
of
到是热门网红
$270
欧玛
have
卡调
closed
料店
one
前
after
出
another.
2000元以上。结果就是给我
According
生
to
团
Red
日肉，
Menu's
一个麻
data,
婆豆腐
in
再
May
做几
last
小
year,
碟都得
there
顶
were
上，被
more
吐
than
槽到快要
2,700
2000多甚至还
restaurants
没
in
吃饱。虽
Shanghai
然有
with an
钱人
average
比上海地
consumption of
标外
more
滩
than
边上的
$70
均
per
高达
person. Now
1580 元
they're
的
only
高档法
about
餐，外滩
1,300.
18号突然宣布
Why
餐
can't
厅营
even the
业了。
rich
外滩
afford to
18
eat
号
out?
可是一
The
向被
reason is
视
that
作为
consumers
上
are
海
not
高
willing
端
to
餐饮
spend
的地
high
标。在
prices
今
for
年
the
1月的
succulent
时候，官宣
margins of the
法国米其
restaurants.
林3星主
A
厨坐
certain
镇，这家店
omakase
位为奢
Japanese
华有
restaurant
格
in
调的高
Shanghai
端，恰
has a
好
per
选在了
capita
七夕的第
consumption
2
of
天宣
more
布停
than
业。但是不过做完最后
$270.
一波旺季酒
The
店，这
truth
几笔
is,
停
what
业
you
其
get
实
is
今年以
actually
来类
Chinese
似的
food.
高端。
That
在
is,
去
a
年5
portion
月
of
的时
tofu
候，
is
上海人
divided
均
into
客单价
several
在
small
500元以上
piles.
的餐厅
One
有
review on a
2700
certain
多家。
review
过去
site
1年的
said,
时间，
quote,
现在就
I
只剩
spent
下接近300多家了。
$270
别
and
说
I'm
没
still
啥有
not
钱人
full.
也吃
The
不
rich
起，
may
关键
have
是
money,
在
but
这
they do
种
not
高性
want to
价
be
比的
ripped
背景
off.
下，他再有钱，谁愿意当冤种啊？
Shanghai Yuzhilan, with a per capita consumption of more than $260, and Minglu Sichuan, with a per capita consumption of $315, also announced their closure. Shanghai JEJU restaurant, once known as the most difficult restaurant in Shanghai to get a reservation, with a per capita consumption of $120, closed last year. Minghao Shark's Fin Seafood Restaurant was an iconic restaurant for the wealthy in the Hongqiao area. Rolls Royces used to come and go there, but it officially closed on May 1st, 2024. The well known hot pot brand, Panda Old Stove Hot Pot, which was created with the image of a panda as its IP, also had large scale closures. This brand was once a mecca for countless celebrities and internet celebrities. It was awarded the title of Top 100 Sea Trip Gourmet Restaurants and was once the king of customer lines for eating. At its peak, the franchises of Panda Hot Pot reached 11. Now, many of them have closed down. Netizens have called this, quote, an earthquake in the Shanghai hot pot world. Just Thai, another Shanghai internet celebrity brand, has also been revealed to have closed all its Shanghai restaurants, leaving only 3 nationwide. The brand was founded in Thailand in 1957 and opened its first restaurant in Shanghai in 2015. It uses chicken soup as a base, and all the spices are flown in from Thailand. Freshness is the main focus, and signature products include coconut milk chicken soup base and coconut milk jelly. After entering Shanghai, the brand targeted core business districts for store openings. Thanks to its authentic products and comfortable environment, Just Thai has gained a reputation as the originator of Thai hot pot in Jiangsu province, Zhejiang province, and Shanghai. The restaurant's chain has branches in Shanghai, Suzhou, Hangzhou, and Wenzhou, with as many as 10 branches at the height of its popularity. It was also on Shanghai's must eat list for 7 consecutive years, from 2017 to 2023. Some netizens even bluntly said, "Back then, I waited in line for 3 hours just to eat there." However, all the above branded restaurants in Shanghai are now being abandoned. The reason is that Chinese willingness to spend and purchasing power are declining, and people are starting to seek out new alternatives, such as Thai food stalls. Compared to Thai hot pot, Thai food stalls win with lower prices and a more flexible business model. Thai hot pot restaurants are often located in shopping malls and are relatively large, while Thai food stalls can be opened in a few dozen square meters on the street, and the cost of opening such a business is relatively low. Thai hotpot restaurants try to offer a wide range of products, from full meals to snacks, drinks, and desserts, and the average spending per customer is generally over $14. In contrast, the average spending at a Thai food stall is only a few dollars. What's more, many Thai food stalls also introduced small hot pots, further distracting consumers from Thai hot pot restaurants.
今天跟女朋友出来逛街，
I
点了
went
菜，
shopping with my
旁边儿
girlfriend
好
today,
多人
and
在
for
都
dinner,
选
the
的
two
这
of
家
us didn't
面
hesitate
馆
to
来
choose
的。
this mini
名
coconut
字的
food
最爱
stall.
它的
My
是冬
girlfriend's
阴功
favorite is the
啊，
Thai tom
相当
yum
大型
goong
店，
soup.
可以说
The
是
sour,
蔚为地区
spicy,
的。
and
里
sweet
面还有
flavors
大
are a
虾和
perfect
鱼等超
combination,
多配
and
料，
there are
味道
plenty
特别
of
鲜
toppings
美。
like shrimp
但
and
是
clams
传统
that
澳大
make
里
this soup
鸡，
especially
嫩嫩的
delicious.
鸡腿
The
肉和
traditional
软绵
Thai
的骨
yellow
头，
curry
搭
with
配上
chicken
咖
is
喱，
a
简
perfect
直是
match
绝
for the
配。
tender chicken
蘸着
thighs
大
and
米
soft
饭之后，
potatoes.
浇一点
Who
咖
can
喱汁，
resist
鲜
pouring a
人
little
地道
curry
啊！
sauce over this rice?
象征性的再
Symbolically,
点一盘
order a
水煮
plate of
菜吧。
vegetables.
主食我
For
们
the
不
main
放弃
course,
了，
we
宝宝
passed
跟
on
米
the
粉
mango
选择的
sticky
是
rice
菠
in
萝炒
favor of
饭，
this
配
pineapple
搭配
fried
着新
rice.
鲜的
My
菠萝，
girlfriend
配着
said the
海
sweet
鲜
and
和
sour
蔬菜粒
pineapple
的炒
combined
饭。
with the fried
淡
rice with
水青年
seafood
表
and
示
diced
完全抵
vegetables
挡不
was
了。
irresistible.
简简单
A
单
simple
一个
meal for
100
just over
出头的小约
$14
会餐，
is delicious
好
and
吃实
affordable.
惠。
The situation is much the same in Beijing. Opera Bombana, an Italian restaurant that was in the Beijing Michelin Guide for 3 consecutive years, has closed. Refer, a Scandinavian restaurant with a per capita consumption of $410 closed too. Statistics from the Beijing Municipal Bureau of Statistics show that in the first half of 2024, the total profit of catering companies with annual revenue of more than 1.4 million was only 25 million, down 88.8% year on year, and the profit margin was as low as 0.37%. An industry insider said that the net profit margins of catering companies should be at least 5 to 10% to maintain daily operations. With 0.37% such a low profit margin, a restaurant does not have any wiggle room. Any mistake will immediately lead to a broken capital chain. And restaurant chains have to close branches that are losing money in order to survive. Okay, that's all for today. See you next time.